We ready to do this?
Yeah, dude.
We're rolling. I doubled, triple.
Get me out of this terrifying basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck me. Who sleeps down here?
That's my kid's bed.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Yeah. But yeah.
Your podcast studio is your child's room?
So his room's upstairs, but he wants to stay up like real late, and it'll wake us up. So we just put his bed down here.
All right. This basement makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Because if this is an adult man's basement,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm gonna get murdered. But a teenage?
This is most of my shit here.
Is he a teenager?
Yeah, he just hit 18.
Oh yeah, this is on brand for an 18-year-old basement.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. Like he doesn't care that it's just his place.
What was up with that guy last night who came up to us?
Oh, I don't know. Right? He just So you got NASCAR sweatpants?
And then he was trying to do a bit with me.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of like awkwardly stood around us for a little while. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I was so weirded out I just left because I wanted to hang out for a little bit more, but I was like, fuck that. I don't want to deal with that guy.
That's what I think normal people who want to do stand-up
That's exactly. You nail on the head.
Right?
That was a guy who...
What are you... They do that. What are you, a NASCAR driver?
Yeah.
And then he's like...
They're working with the only information they have available to them.
Yeah.
To try to come up with something.
Yeah.
Because they just left a comedy. It's the kind of thing where like you take like a dumbass to like a sporting event and they're going to talk about hockey for the next hour because they think they're a hockey player.
Yeah.
He's had the energy of a guy who left a comedy show where he was like, I'm funny.
Yeah.
And he was just like trying to talk. He came up to us to be like, I guess roasting us. Roasting is really big right now.
Yeah.
So I think that's what everyone wants to do.
Yeah.
Because I remember a couple years ago, everything was like Dimitri Martin, like weird thoughts, like alti observational humor. So I remember after shows, dudes would come up to you and try to be like
roasty.
Not roasty. They would do the opposite. They would try to do like some Dimitri Martin. Like, you ever think about like how clouds are like, and you're like, yeah, I don't do this, man. Don't try to run whatever dumbass thing you have in your Google Notes or your Apple Notes thing. And it's always men. Mm-hmm. A woman has never done that.
Yeah,
a woman has never come up to me and like try to do a fun. God, that guy was. Yeah. If you're listening to this, dude,
men don't know their lane. That's what it is, you know.
This
I always
is basement talk, dude.
Yeah.
This is basement talk.
Yeah.
What's it say?
Wild Philosophy. This is Wild Philosophy with your host, Wild Phil. We got Sohrab.
Sohrab? Who the fuck is Sohrab?
Sohrab.
Jesus fucking Christ. Sohrab. Are you fucking kidding me?
I might need to cut that out.
No, you're leaving that
in.
You're
leaving it
contractually leaving that
Sohrab.
in. Sohrab is another continent. That's like I'm from the Middle East. Sohrab is like Samoan or something. Who is the Sohrab? Sohrab sounds like he lives in an island in Hawaii. He's really into spam. He's got a big fat
How
wife.
is it again? I already forgot.
Sohrab. Am I the first Persian person you've ever met?
I think I remember
Persian?
I think I remember you.
But how do you know another Persian? You said yes when I said that.
Oh, because there's like 3 people who own the townhouses around here that are Persian.
How do you know they're Persian?
That's just.
Or are they just brown?
That's just what my neighbors told me. These fucking Persians own.
Oh my God! What are you telling me right now? Your neighbor was like, these fucking Persians.
Yeah.
What did he? What was his beef with them?
I think like
they're loud.
You're not supposed to rent these properties out
to Persians,
and they do.
Oh well, yeah, we're mercantile people.
Yeah, so
we like making money.
I'm like, I do the fucking same thing, and you'd be calling me a fucking Persian, you know?
Why'd you make it sound like a slur?
I didn't mean to.
Thanks for the Krispy Kreme donut.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Do you have if you have 2 more, can we make a you ever make a sandwich with 2 Krispy Kreme donuts as bread?
No.
I unfortunately have.
What did you put in the middle?
Cheese and bologna. And then I put it all on a griddle. We were in my fraternity. Well, there was a brief moment in my fraternity where we got 2 things. We got a professional flat top, like one that a restaurant would have.
Yeah.
Because one of my fraternity,
not a George Foreman.
No, a professional black top, like a flat top, like one you would have at like a diner or something.
Yeah.
Because one of my fraternity brothers just had a truck and would go to auctions. And some restaurant was going out of business, and it wasn't that big. It was like a smaller version of one of those.
Yeah.
And he lugged it back to our fucking frat house, and we would just we were a short order grill.
Nice.
We were just making, and then when that thing broke, we got a semi-industrial deep fryer.
Nice.
So we were deep frying Snickers bars, Twinkies,
And your doctor was like, "Don't do any of that anymore." Right?
Well, I was in college. We didn't have a doctor.
Yeah.
We didn't have doctors. Okay.
What college did you go to?
Western Michigan University.
Oh, nice. Is that where you're from?
No, I'm from Iran. You racist bastard.
No,
Sohrab.
But no, no. But I mean, like, is that where you like grew
I
up?
went to high school in that region.
Okay. Okay, so
I will never tell anyone the actual name of the city because it's a very white trash city, and I don't want people knowing.
Yeah, I know. You said that
Battle Creek, Michigan. Ugh.
Battle Creek. That sounds pretty racist. Like that sounds
it
like
was so white trash. Look how fancy I'm wearing polo. I'm wearing a quarter zip. I got a nice watch on. I don't belong in fucking white trash ass Battle Creek. I hated that place.
Yeah.
Philistines, all of them.
I did
Hillbillies.
I did a show one time where it was like so white trash. Everybody there got to the show on those camouflage golf carts.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like I have a fucking Prius and I couldn't even park anywhere.
You do have a Prius.
Yeah.
You don't strike me as a man. You strike me as a man who has an art car. Are you familiar with an art car?
No, what's that?
An art car is a car that someone has taken and has turned it into some kind of piece of artwork. They glued a bunch of spikes on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like
you know what I mean? They've turned it into some kind of Mad Max
I was gonna say I look like a Mad Max villain. That's probably that might be it.
I have a friend who goes to Burning Man and he takes an art car.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. No, I'm not. I hate that. Like the whole Grateful Dead fish.
Their music is bad.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I'm so sick of people telling me to listen to it. And I listen to it. It's the most boring.
It is pretty awesome.
Soulless. Maybe not soulless. It's just boring.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't understand I don't get how it differentiates from anything else from that era.
No,
it's just like I took acid while listening to this, and
Fish is just as bad.
Yeah.
Fish is just as
well,
bad.
it's all white dudes just playing the same blues bass line. And
interesting.
You know, and that's every fucking dad cover band.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a white chick in the.
Yep.
It's the wife's in the pit with her moo and a martini, and she's doing that dance that looks like a self-doubting chest move.
Are we gonna? A self-doubting chest move is so funny. A self-doubting.
It's like,
chest
do I go forward or back? Like,
That's
you know,
very funny. A self-doubting chest move. Are we gonna get hate mail from? Why are you checking your watch? This isn't interesting enough for you?
No, I get notifications on my phone.
Ooh,
so
you're the only person in America with a smartwatch. What was the notification for?
It's just like my emails for my prescription.
Okay, so why? Okay, let me ask you a question. You have on the whiteboard that I'm sitting directly in front of.
Yeah.
You have a category that says Polish.
Yeah.
And then under that you have 5 mile concentration camp vacation.
That's right. I do. This is where I write my jokes. This is where I write my
Laugh
bits.
Factory, Second City.
Yeah.
I can't make out the next one.
Which one do you want me to explain?
Concentration camp vacation.
So I have a bit where I talk about how most kids go to Disney World or Universal Studios. I was taken to it was Stutthof, which is the second most famous concentration camp.
You guys couldn't get tickets to Auschwitz?
No, we're tough times, you know.
Was a Groupon on the second largest?
Yeah.
And the kids were mad.
No, but
we never get to go to Auschwitz. We always get to go to the I don't want to go to Knott's Berry Farm.
Why doesn't the roller coaster work anymore?
All right, we're all getting in trouble. All right, how was it?
Dude, so the goofy part about that, I'm not joking, like Polish people don't smile in photo, like they just don't smile.
I know that about Polish people.
And I, because I was Polish American, I knew that the moment my mom took my camera out, we're supposed to smile.
Yes.
So I have a photo album of me
smiling at the. That's
yeah,
funny. That's
yeah.
A funny bit. That's a funny bit.
Yeah.
That's a funny bit. That's a really funny bit.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. That's very funny.
Yeah.
That's cute. I had a clip recently go viral, but I called someone a Polak in it.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 things happened. Some American Polish people have taken offense to that, but then the clip circulated in Poland.
Yeah.
So now I have all these actual Polish people being like, "It's not offensive. Chill out."
Yeah.
So I don't know which it is. I don't know if you're supposed to say it or not supposed to say it.
Dude, I think it's like it's like white American women. They're the ones white knighting everything.
I was told that it just.
You should be offended by this type.
I was told that it means Polish man. Doesn't Polak just mean a Polish guy?
Yeah, it just means Polish guy.
I was using it in that way because I had heard that's what that meant, and
Yeah.
I heard it wasn't always a slur. But then people got mad.
Yeah.
But not half. There was a small vocal majority that's like, he just had a slur. And then the crazy thing is, on that, I shit my pants because I opened up Instagram and I was like, oh, it went viral. And then I saw comments of people being like, he used a fucking slur. How dare he? And then I saw all the responding comments to that were in Polish.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm about to get torn apart.
Yeah, what are these Polacks saying?
Well, I hit translate. Instagram lets you translate.
Yeah.
If it identifies the language, I hit translate. All of them were like, shut up, it's a funny joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not that offensive. I essentially, in the joke, I said that Polish people are the Mexicans of Europe.
We are, yeah.
Because you guys have great food.
That sucks because I say that on stage, so now I can't say it anymore.
No, you can still say this. I did it in like a crowd work bit.
Yeah, yeah. But we are.
What's your bit?
I mean, I just say that Polish people are the Mexicans of Europe, and Mexicans are they're just Mexicans.
Every continent has a Polish or a Mexican culture.
Yeah.
Europe, Polish, Middle East, Lebanese people.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it? Filipinos.
Yeah.
Asia.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. I'm not. Yeah, that's. I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Any weird drugs here?
Do I have anything weird? I have Klonopin.
You have Klonopin?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. I don't.
I'm just in a basement making a podcast at 4 p.m. I just figured we'd ask.
Yeah.
You got a DMT or salvia? This is a salvia basement.
This is salvia basement. Yeah.
You ever do salvia?
I actually let me show you something real quick here.
Uh-oh. Okay. Not something you want to hear after you say, do you have any salvia? I got this.
Since I was a kid. Purple sticky salvia.
Shit, bro.
Keep my guitar picks in there.
Oh, you keep your guitar picks in the air. God damn it. I thought it was full of salvia. I would have done some salvia.
Oh, here, put this closer.
All right, don't tell me what to do, you racist pig. You
don't
even know what my fucking name is. Do you have an in-unit washer dryer?
Do I have a second floor? Yeah.
Second floor?
Yeah.
Can I do a load?
Yeah.
What do you think about it? You don't want my clothes intermingling with your clothes?
No, it's pretty good.
Okay, I got a load in my car, so I'm gonna do a load of whites and a load of colors.
Yeah,
that's my rule. If I do your podcast, I get to do a load
as long as they're segregated. Yeah.
All right. What do people eat around here? What's in the burbs? Where do people go?
Honestly, I go to I always change it up. There's a amazing fucking ramen place.
Okay.
Like so amazing. I've had people come from Peoria to here just for that ramen place.
Well, you said that like people came from Peoria.
Yeah.
To Schaumburg.
And they're not even cultured, man. They're not even
from Peoria.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like saying I had people from Paris.
Yeah.
I took them to this restaurant. They loved.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just remembered. That's the other part of the bit. I go that the Mexicans of Europe, but also like I go like Polish people are like the Florida, but Ukrainian.
Oh, that's funny.
But Ukrainians are like the Rockford because we look good when we do crime.
Rockford is a sketchy place.
Yeah.
It is a sketchy, intimidating place. What's this remote do?
It's for this sign.
What do you mean? What can you do?
You could turn it off. You can make it bright.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Am I fucking up your recording? Probably. Yeah.
It's all good.
Sorry. What percentage do you want it at? 20?
That's good. Yeah.
Pick one. 40?
40 is good.
40?
Yeah.
40? Okay. 40, 50.
So how long have you been?
Oh my God! Not how long have you been doing stand-up?
No.
I don't know how to. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. I'm not going to answer that.
How long have you been called Sohrab by people?
My entire fucking life. I don't know how long I've been doing it. I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
Don't make me answer that.
Are you excited? Like, is Big J like one of your people you wanted to open for? Like it's like one of your heroes in comedy.
I like him. He's very nice.
Yeah.
He's good at stand-up. He's not my style. He's not what if I go to consume stand-up, that's not what I gravitate towards.
What do you like? What's your top
I
three?
like Dusty Slay. Really like Nate Bargatze.
Mm-hmm.
I really like. Bargatze is one of Jay's openers. I know about him. My friends love him.
Yeah,
he's a lot of my friends' favorite, and I've always wanted to meet him because, he's so well liked and so well respected.
Yeah.
And he's very good at his stand-up is very good, but he's very competent at crowd work. I'd say above competent. He's kind of one of the better comedians I've seen do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love crowd work.
Yeah.
Even though I do enjoy writing music, but I do like crowd work. So he's very good at it. We have different styles of crowd work, obviously. I also respect him because when I got there, I was like, do you want me to avoid crowd work? And he was like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely opened for comics who feel like they're going to do it, and they've told me to not do it, which I think is fair. I don't think there's anything wrong with telling someone not to, but I think the kind of crowd work the feature does is completely different than the kind of crowd work the headliner does, because the kind of crowd work the feature is doing is much more they're in control of it, and they're usually a little more walking on eggshells.
You're preheating the oven.
Yeah, you don't want the crowd to be in charge of it because you don't want to lose control of the room because you're the feature. It's your job to keep everything going. So I feel like the kind of crowd work the feature does is very like, where are you from? You're from here? Joke. Let's move on. I feel like when you're the headliner, you get to kind of like let them talk because they paid to come see this guy. Like they want to talk to him.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk to me. Like they don't want me to go, what do you do for work? And then have them explain what they do for work.
Yeah.
Like that's not the kind of crowd work I would do in that situation if I was headlining, absolutely I'll let them give a couple more sentences than I normally would if I was featuring, because it's my show and I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Also, the kind of crowd work he does is again so different than mine, because mine is a little more canned. Mine is a little more, I would like to be in control of it. His is very much like, let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
I'm not a big let's see where this goes kind of guy. I'm more, what are you wearing? I want to make fun of it.
Yeah.
In a loving way.
You're steering the ship.
I'm steering the ship. Not to say that he doesn't steer the Big J is so competent at crowd work that he is ultimately steering the ship. He is in control, but he's much more open to let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
Where I'm not. Where I'm like, you're not supposed to talk, I'm supposed to talk.
Yeah.
Where I think he's much more like, and that's where the good crowd work happens, is the what do you do for work? It's always the second and third question after that.
Yeah.
That is where the gold comes from.
Well, that's the gold is that like Big J fans, they're either on drugs or they're really unhinged.
They're incredible audiences.
That's why he lets them go, because
they're unhinged.
How stupid are you going to look?
That's a really good point. That's something I never considered, because this is my first time actually working with him and really consuming his stand-up. Because I like his podcast a lot. I get shown a lot of his Legion of Skanks podcast. Instagram just knows that I like that, so I get to see that. I was really fascinated by him because I never really listened to him, and he always his image is so abrasive that I always assumed he was like a Kill Tony kind of like abrasive like guy. And then when I started actually watching his stand-up, I was like, oh, he's a sweetheart. It's a completely different vibe than what I was anticipating.
Yeah.
And then that's why he also doesn't seem to be the kind of guy who cares, because I do think I've definitely worked with headliners where I've gotten the vibe where they're like, no, they want me to lie to them and tell them I'm huge fans of theirs. And I have to kind of be like, yeah, dude, I love you. But he's
just down to earth.
He is probably the most down to earth. There was a moment yesterday where we were just shooting the shit, and I had to be like, hey, calm down. You're talking to the boss, right? Like it's his show. Like, it's not like I was saying anything disrespectful, but I was just talking to him like he was just some dude.
Yeah.
Because we were just hitting, because he's so easy to talk to, that I had to kind of rein myself in and be like, you're still at work. Like, let's not get too carried away and like get all chummy and like fucking wrote, you know what I mean? Like, it's still I'm here because of his hard work.
Yeah.
Like, I'm here because he's sold out 5 shows or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there's no, at a certain point, and I've also talked to guys who are like if I told him that, he'd be like, what are you talking about? Talk to me however you want.
Yeah.
But I just, in my head, I just feel like there's always going to be that sense of, like, I'm here because of your hard work.
Yeah.
You sold these tickets. This is your time to shine.
Yeah.
It's kind of the reason why I say when he does crowd work, he can take it a step further. Like, I feel like if I'm doing the kind of crowd work that he's doing, where I'm featuring and I'm like, what do you do for work? How do you know this guy? I'm asking like 4 questions. I feel like the booker is going to be in the back like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Tell a fucking joke.
Yeah.
It's not my job to do that. My job. It's my job as the feature to be like, nice pants.
Yeah.
Like, where'd you get your, we're next to a mall. Go buy new pants.
You know what I thought was weird is, I'm not going to say who did it cause drama, but like I had a friend who just like recently started hosting at this venue regularly.
Yeah.
And the booker was no crowd work at all.
I've seen that.
Isn't that what the host fucking does?
I feel like, again, the host can do, I think the most important thing a host can do is ask 3 questions.
Yeah.
Who's been to this club before?
Yeah.
Who's been to a comedy show before? And are we celebrating anything? Those, I don't think that counts as crowd work. That is what I would consider housekeeping.
Yeah.
Like that is to
No,
me.
he made it like sure that like stick to your material.
I
And
get it.
nothing else.
I understand that. I don't. You know what probably happened? He had something went wrong once. Probably, especially if it's the host.
He is a one-liner, so
The
host.
is,
Yeah.
Well, a one-liner host shouldn't really be doing crowd work.
yeah.
Why are you doing fucking crowd work?
Yeah.
A one-liner is all like it's on tracks.
Yeah.
I'm not on tracks. I'm off the rails. I'm
Yeah.
fucking talking to everybody. I'm doing weird shit. I've also learned with my stand-up, like if you can go through and look through my Instagram, if you put a door or some kind of thing next to me on stage, I will open it, I will touch it, I will fuck with it.
Yeah.
I cannot. There was so many years of me doing stand-up where I never did stuff like that, and now I do it all the time. If you put me next to a light switch, if you put a table too close to the stage, I will sit at that table. I just don't give a fuck. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's so fun.
Yeah.
But again, you got to be careful when you do that when you feature.
Yeah.
Like you got to kind of save that for when you're headlining. Like you can't.
Yeah.
really-
Yeah.
You got to. Also, I've learned that like it's different if you don't do that shit up top. Like if you're doing it, if you're featuring, you're probably doing 25 minutes. Kill for 12 and a half, and then for the other 12 and a half, if you've proven to everybody in the room that you're competent, then maybe you can fuck around a little bit. But
Yeah. You know, I wanted to say I don't kiss ass. When I saw Big J last year,
Yeah.
I felt like all the openers, not gonna name who, awful. I mean, it was like seeing like.
I mean, that's kind of what happens when it is people who are in love with him. Like if it's people who are like, I love this guy, I want to work with him.
But this year, it was fucking great.
I appreciate that. Now that you said that, I hope he doesn't.
Like I couldn't believe you. Every time I've seen you, you've done well. I mean, I've seen you at Laugh Factory
Thank
before.
you, I appreciate that.
But also, I never heard of Dylan Jacobs until yesterday.
Yeah, he's very funny.
He did it fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's very funny.
You know.
The whole show's been great.
Yeah.
I think it does help. I think it also helps. A good booker will book someone different than the headliner.
Yeah.
Like kind of like I think the combinations of everyone that have gone up this weekend have been great.
Yeah.
Like there's guys like I love Sam Talent. I fucking adore Sam. He is probably my favorite comedian ever. I love this man so fucking much.
Yeah.
But I would say probably not a good idea to put us next to each other because I do it, especially if I'm featuring for him, because I try to do a chaotic thing, and then he goes up and he does a chaotic thing. It's just going to irritate him. Where I feel like, you know what I mean? Actually, I don't know that for sure. I'm honestly just pulling this out of my ass. But I love Sam Talent so much, and he's also another one of those guys. If you put something near the stage, he might fuck with it, or he might if there's someone weird looking near the stage or a table too close, he's the kind of comic that will bring it into the show. He's so good at stand up. He does this thing where like. I'm obsessed with that I feel like I've had so much fun with stand-up when I realized you could do this is he turns it into a performance where everyone's participating.
Yeah.
Like he turns it into a performance where everyone is in on the joke and nothing is too mean. I once saw him do a show and it blew my mind. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen a comedian do. It was a Sunday show and it was a weird room and I was featuring for him. My friend Sarah was hosting for him and we didn't struggle, but we both acknowledged that it was a weird Sunday room. And he goes up there and he's like, the vibe is that we all survived a plane crash.
Yeah.
And we're survivors on an island. That got a big laugh. And then he just goes into like, what do you do? Like, what can you do to help us survive on this island?
Yeah.
And then some guy's like, well, I'm a doctor.
Oh,
and he's like,
dude,
perfect. He's like, perfect. You're the guy.
That's-
He's like, who can cook? And some lady's like, well, I'm a chef. And he's like, perfect. You're in charge of the food. Who knows how to fish? And he literally like does this beautiful like 10, 15, maybe even 20-minute thing where he like, and the audience is so fucking into it.
That's awesome.
I've never seen, and I was like, oh, he just built a scenario for everyone to play in.
Yeah,
we are now we turned an audience. He turned a room full of people into an audience.
Yeah,
they are now captivated by his every word because I think that shit's really fun. And there's so many little tricks you can do.
That's like the cheat codes for crowd work.
Yeah. I don't even want to say this out loud because I don't want comics to steal it from me. One of my favorite things to do now, and I stole this from Don Rickles, that like today I was making fun of a guy in the front row. His pants were too short.
Yeah.
And then I'm making fun of him. The crowd's like, and I look to the lady next to him, and I'm like, you see this guy? You see his pants? Like you involve someone else in the crowd work you were just doing, and then you use that to move on to the next person. Because then I'll be like, you see his pants? You see that? You're dressed so well. You should be dressing him. Like, I love that shit. I think just
yeah.
like ping-ponging around from person to person, but making it like one little through line is so fun.
Yeah.
Don Rickles was so good at that. He was he's the king of that shit.
Yeah. That's
so
fucking.
Yeah.
Can I ask you? So you said you immigrated here when you were 8?
Yeah.
What did you do? Is English your second language?
Yes, it is.
Same here.
It's
dude.
my first language. Oh, Polish?
Yeah.
Damn. Really?
Yeah.
When do you ever go back to Poland?
I mean, like I said, I visited. So I went there in 3rd grade. I went there in 2016, and that was the last time. So
you can go whenever you want. Do you have citizenship?
I don't know. No.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's the EU. You can go whenever you want.
Yeah, yeah. It's just we don't really keep in touch with that.
Go do a show. What are you doing? Sell tickets.
I don't know. I don't think I don't know.
Don't go.
I mean, I do that fucking. I do this bit on stage where like Polish people, we only laugh at other people's misfortune.
You should right now. If I was you, I would rent a room in Poland.
Yeah.
And make a flyer that says American comedian Wild Phil with your credits.
Yeah.
You would sell out. You pick a small enough room, 40 for 50.
Yeah.
Seater, pay for your whole trip there.
I don't know how it would translate because I just
it
like
would translate. Dude, enough of the people there. Where would you go? Like Warsaw or like?
Yeah, my whole family's from Gdańsk or Elbląg.
What's like the biggest? Like what's the biggest city to you?
Yeah, it's Warsaw and Krakow. Those are the two. Yeah.
Pick like a hip little bar basement in Krakow that seats like 60 people, 70 people. You sell out like that. They love that shit. I know friends who do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Especially if there's expats, if there's any Americans living there who want to come to, they'll see that flyer and be like, an American Polish speaking person. Let's do it. You have to show in English, have to show in Polish.
Have you done like anything outside of the country?
I'm going to. I've never. I'm a big money guy. I love money. So I try everything. I'm
Riyadh?
every year.
Riyadh?
Dude, I listen. In a heartbeat, I would have gone.
Same here.
In a heartbeat.
Same here. Once again, it's that white knighting. People saying that it's. What are you fucking talking about? That you wouldn't go?
Did they kill a journalist?
I would go there. I would go there for drinking tickets.
Did they sell? Well, I wouldn't go. No, they'd have to pay me. Here's the thing.
Let me.
Would I go if I had money? Would I go if I was rich? Absolutely not. If I had the money where I didn't need to go, I wouldn't go. But in the situational poverty that I'm in right now, if I got a gig like that, I would absolutely go. Also, they killed. Like, I'm not. Also, I think you can be in the middle and still go. Like, I think you can be like, did they kill that journalist brutally, and was that super fucked up that they did that? Absolutely.
But it was like, isn't Riyadh?
Am I gonna follow their rules if they say don't bring it up? Like, yeah, all right.
But isn't it like a race? So you're blaming a whole fucking race for that?
Well, I think there is logic to. I think like you can shit on Bill Burr for going because it's like he spends so much time talking about like doing the right thing and morality and just like common sense. Where it's like in what you're saying though. I don't think is entirely true because it's not representative of the race. The Riyadh Comedy Festival was put on by the same administration that beheaded Khashoggi. So it isn't. No, that was Hearts and Minds. They were trying to win over.
Okay.
The story behind that stuff is fascinating. The Arab Gulf is so interesting because they see the end coming with oil.
Yeah.
So they're trying to turn it into Vegas. They know they want to be the Vegas of the Eastern world, and Vegas is falling apart right now. So this is like the time to strike.
They need some.
I mean, Chappelle. It's interesting. Chappelle was like, you can speak freer here than you can in America, and I think he was specifically talking about Israel. Like I feel like I think, and again, as pro-Palestinian as I am. I thought that was a really good defense because I think his point was ultimately that if he said the things he wanted to say about the nation of Israel in America, he would be deplatformed.
Yeah.
Like it would be bad for him, but he could get away with that in Riyadh.
Yeah.
But also that is kind of not a great argument because it's like the rules they had was like incredible. Like you couldn't do shit. I'm not going to say his name because he probably doesn't want me to say his name. That he went, and maybe he will. Well, but I won't. He's a good friend of mine. He went, and I was like, God bless you. Yeah. I know, like we started doing stand-up together. He's incredibly funny. He went to open for someone.
Yeah,
and he got paid handsomely, and all the pictures he took were incredible. I was like, don't get mad at the features. Don't get mad at the features and the hosts for getting a big paycheck. Be mad at the like huge acts who some of them owned it. Chappelle owned it. Chappelle was like, also people don't know Chappelle's a Muslim. Chappelle's a fucking Muslim.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, Chappelle's a Muslim. He's a devout Muslim. He did that shit on principle. He did that shit on, like, for the love of the game, man. He owned it, which I respect. But the Bill Burr one, I was like, okay, that's not your brand.
Because he's being hypocritical.
I think him going was hypocritical.
Yeah.
Him going was hypocritical because he's so vocal about common sense.
Yeah,
and he's the kind of guy who would make fun of people for going. Because again, at the end of the day, if you go, you got to own that shit.
Yeah.
Because they did kill that journalist. Everything I'm saying needs to be taken with a grain of salt. Because at the end of the day,
who was it that killed it though? Was it the
prince? He was in the room. He was in the fucking room when they did it. They know he was in the room. That's how crazy that shit was. Like, as much as I want to say it's fine that people went and did it, you can't trust that. You cannot trust that royal family. They're brutal.
Yeah.
They brutalize anybody who stands against them. Mm-hmm. And they got caught. They got caught killing. You know how they got caught?
No.
The dude's Apple Watch. Khashoggi's Apple Watch is what caught him. Your fucking smartwatch.
Yeah.
Because it was on the whole time, and they checked his whole body for shit, but they didn't check his watch. And wherever his watch was still connected to the phone. They can trace the moment his heart stopped. And they know, and they can actually, like, guess, like, when they started, like, fucking him up.
Yeah.
Because he was getting his ass beat.
Because his heart rate went up?
Yeah. He was getting his ass beat for they think he was getting interrogated for, like, at least, like, an hour or two.
Yeah.
And then his vitals were, like, through the roof. And that's when they cut his head off.
Wow.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's the kind of shit I could see Bill Burr in his little Bill Burr voice being like, so you tell me you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna go there?
Yeah.
I was like, this is not. Also, how much money do you need?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart got roasted for it. I was like, if you're surprised, Kevin Hart did some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But Chappelle,
but I'm always under, like, I don't think everybody. I can't stand when. To me, like, hypocrisy, it's really where you draw the line.
Yeah,
like
fair.
For example, when I remember, like, during lockdown when Black Lives Matter was popping, and they were like, you know what, we should release Black Panther right now, and it was like, oh, this whole cast is black. All the writers are white. And not to mention that, it's like if you want to do digging to, like, fuck somebody's shit up, there's got to be one person the boom mic guy, who's done some essay shit. You know what I mean? Like
I get what you're saying. You're saying that it's in poor taste to try to, like, combine and try to, like, find a connection between the two.
Well, I'm saying it's in poor taste to expect that everybody involved in some project is going to be perfect.
Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah. That is like when people
be like Black Panthers. Like this is our voice for black voices. All the writers were white.
Yeah,
there's definitely some kind of cancelable.
I get what you're essentially saying that kind of with the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Not again. It's one of those situations where, of course, someone's going to have a fucking skeleton in their closet.
Yeah.
I think again, the Riyadh Comedy Festival, that skeleton happened to be a fucking headless corpse of a journalist.
Yeah.
That's again, people don't want nuance. People don't want, like, everything is, there's so much nuance and gray area in every fucking story that hits us, but people don't want that. People want a right or wrong, and it just doesn't exist. Some things it does, like with all the ICE shit. I think it's pretty hard to find, like, a counter with, like, because they just killed someone else today, where you're like, okay, that's a pretty hard one to find, like, make it a gray area situation. That's pretty obvious right and wrong. They shouldn't be fucking shooting people. They're going about this wrong. But there's plenty of other things I hear where someone's like, oh, this is a right or wrong thing. And I'm like, no, there's a whole gray area nuance to this point.
Oh, I talked about this on here a lot. That's called a Western dualism. You ever hear about that?
No, explain it to me. This sounds fascinating.
So it's like, I call it the holy trinity of primitive fucking religions, like Christianity, Judaism, and Islam.
Okay.
They're all in this mindset of everything in life comes down to two choices.
You're Catholic, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you said I remember from your, but I'm just saying, like, I get what you mean.
I'm giving you a hard time. I get what you mean.
Yeah. But I'm saying those religions, like they all originate from the Middle East, but then they moved north to Europe, and then in Scandinavia, and then it went to the Americas, and that whole culture is influenced by, like, left, right, black, white.
Oh, interesting.
You know?
I never considered that.
Like,
I guess Eastern religions are more open to nuance. And
I heard about this on a podcast where, like, a Catholic priest went on a mission to Tibet, and they were talking about, like for example, they would be like, there'd be some guy who, like, he stole bread for his family because they were starving, and they would have the kids sit and they'd be like, Name every single point that you may think, but from your individual perspective. And they just sit there, scratch their chins, and there was no right, wrong. It was just like
a myriad.
everything is a great. I mean, that's what the yin and yang is. It's the balance of both sides.
Yeah.
But everything here is those three religions is very witch hunty, where it's like if you're not this, we're fucking killing you. You know.
Oh, interesting.
So, but I don't know.
Also, go to church. Don't listen to them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
But
try to save your immortal soul.
I wanted to ask you, did you ever visit like your family back? Do you have family back in the old country?
In the old country?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a ton of family there. Shit's rough right now. I don't even watching the news, but it's not great in Iran right now.
I get my news from white women screaming it at me, so I haven't got there yet.
They've actually been staying largely. What's really frustrating about this whole thing is that the liberal sphere has been largely silent about what's going on in Iran because it again is a very complicated issue.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I mean, the protesters are how many? I mean, I think they're up to like 20,000 protesters killed. It's brutal. They're being absolutely torn apart
I didn't even hear about
by
this.
the Iranian regime. I mean, it is just brutal what they're doing to them. But Trump is pushing for the protesters. Because he obviously, I'm sure he has selfish reasons to see the Ayatollah go down. And then
but he's painting it as we're going to democratize this, right?
Well, I don't know that. I believe. I mean, all the saber rattling he's done about like how shitty Bush was and how bad like Iraq war was. I hope he doesn't take that. First of all, that's a terrible thing to even push because we don't need to be in another war. Also, it's a terrible idea to go in to try to like do anything, especially in Iran.
Yeah.
But and also Israel is putting their weight behind the protesters too because they want to see the Ayatollah fall. So it's this thing where people I feel are scared to even like post about it because they're like, well, I don't want someone to see this and think I'm pro-Trump.
Yeah,
right? There's an Iranian content creator I love, and he made a video about this where he was like, I'm talking about it because I'm worried about my people. Like I really frankly don't give a fuck that there's these two other sides that are also pushing for it because
is it the guy with the long hair?
No, he wears like traditional Persian clothing.
Okay.
But is there another video where a Persian guy says a similar thing where he's
yeah, I think his name is Hasim, but he normally he reviews music, but then he likes.
Oh, interesting. Oh, it's good. I mean, I love that. When I saw that, I was like, oh, that's how I feel. Yeah. Because I would post about it, and then I would definitely, I feel like not shade, but I would feel like people were like, well, explain to me why you feel that's like. And I'll be like, because they just killed 20,000 fucking protesters.
Yeah.
I want them. Obviously that I find that evil. I find that whatever regime is doing that needs to be taken down. Also, I trust the Iranian people to be able to govern themselves. I find it so condescending when you talk to like, I don't know how I feel politically, but I feel like between the right and the left is racist sometimes. The left is condescending. In their racism. I would almost rather take just regular old-fashioned racism. Because at least with regular old-fashioned racism, you can come to an agreement where you're like, oh, you just don't know enough about me. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up in a small town in Michigan.
It's condescending because they'll try to stand up for you.
Yeah, but they're telling you how to do it.
Yeah,
you're like, well, you're not doing this right. And you're like, motherfucker, I got family there.
See, that's like
I want the protests to stop because I'm worried about the people I know they're getting hurt. Dumb fuck. Like, I don't need you to explain to me why it's dangerous that I'm, like, because Trump is pushed. Like, I get that. He's a piece of shit, but that doesn't mean I want, like, I don't know. I find that shit so condescending to me.
Yeah. It's also, like, too, like, to me, it was funny. Like I had my whole fucking like 8th grade rebel. I listened to Rage Against the Machine. And
I have a Rage Against the Machine tattoo.
Yeah, I went through that phase, and I was like, back then, like pre-internet, I was like, it was about awareness.
Yeah.
But now it's like, bro, we have the internet, we have AI.
Yeah.
We don't need it. What are you doing for this?
Yeah.
You do, like,
this is so crazy. I thought this podcast was going to be just like insane bullshittery. Because we're in a fucking basement and there's all this crazy shit around.
We're going too deep.
And we're just talking about socioeconomic, geopolitical fucking problems. You can't fucking judge a horse by its cover. All right? You can't judge a horse by its teeth. You got to really fucking...
I flow wherever it fucking flows, you know? So
Jesus Christ.
Did you, so like, I mean, if you want to...
I said a horse by its cover. It's a horse by its teeth. A book by its cover.
A book by its cover, yeah. I get those sayings messed up too. I do think it's because my English is my second language.
Oh, yeah.
A few weeks ago, I work with some racist conservative boomers, and I was like, man, it's like fucking giving mouth to mouth to a dead horse.
That's funny.
Like, it's not mouth to mouth.
Where do you work? Oh, you're a union guy.
I was a welder. I work at a carpet shop like 2 miles this way.
You know what my bit is? If you have any kind of union hat on,
yeah,
I'll take you by the shoulder and I'll be like, terrible what they did to our brother,
Hoffa.
James Hoffa.
Yeah.
Horrible what they did to our brother James Hoffa.
We don't know what
those
they did.
Kennedys, those Irish pigs. Puh.
Yeah.
Terrible what they did to James Hoffa.
Yeah.
James, I forget his middle name, but I used to know his middle name for this bit.
Yeah, yeah.
When I bartended a guy, when people came in with union stuff, I'd buy him a shot. I'd be like, "This is for James Hoffa." And
Yeah.
it always got 100% success rate on a big laugh.
Dude, I fucking couldn't stand being in the union. That was just me. I mean, because like I'm a old school hardworking Polak, so it's just like I can't explain it. When I worked with, I was a temp welder for a long time, and every time I work with immigrants, I work with Mexicans.
You have
Japanese.
a Polish accent.
I do have a Polish accent.
Yeah, I can tell by how you hit your consonants. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It used to be way deeper. My inner voice is still like
Polish.
Hello, my name is Philip.
I like the America.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
I'm sorry, finish. Your story is very fascinating. Actually. I'm very invested.
Well, no, I was like, when I would work out with all these like other immigrants, they would agree. They're like, I don't understand in America where it's like, you know, we work 40 hours and then we fucking go fishing or we go hunting or we go. And like Americans, I was like, no, this is our life. We fucking work 80 hours a week.
I think that is starting to end, though.
Addicted to opiates. Have 31 flavors of vapes. You know, like it was. I couldn't. It was not. I'm not a
generation.
Guy.
A couple generations before us got really screwed with that because I think that perception is starting to like people are
fade away. Yeah,
I think so. I think people are starting to kind of wake up.
I think it's because millennials are the whole work-life balance, and we're kind of coming into power. You know,
I think we're out of power. I think it's these. I like these new kids.
Yeah,
I like these new kids. I think people are very distrustful of these younger generations.
Yeah,
but I think I have a theory about this. I think the kids that had to go to high school and college during the pandemic are going to mature later. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to hit their 30s and they're going to do the kind of maturing they had to do in their 20s.
Yeah,
just because they got screwed. Like I don't blame them. Like the kids who didn't get like a real graduation or didn't have the first I mean that's like sociological study. Like what happens when a kid doesn't socialize in those years? Didn't
they have that book in the 90s, A Child Called It?
That guy ended up making everything up.
Oh,
you know about that? He lied about everything.
Oh, I didn't know
he
that.
million little pieces it.
Wow.
Yeah. But those kids I think are the generation everyone makes fun of. Because I feel like, and I think it's unfair because I think we're being too hard on them because they got screwed. But the generation before them is fine. Well, actually, even so, the generation before them was in a little bit of trouble because some of their parents are like millennials, and we're shitty parents.
Yeah.
Like we're shitty parents, so then that generation kind of got screwed a little bit. But then the generation before them is fine. Like I think these young kids are like computer savvy and smart. They're gonna be
fine. They're
gonna be.
No,
fine.
My kid, he just.
I'm sure he's doing great.
He struck it rich with Roblox.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm not joking.
These kids are.
It's
smart,
fucking wild,
dude. Good for him.
I literally told him I was.
That used to be like a butt of a joke. People would make that as a joke, but now it's like God bless. Do whatever you got to do, man.
Yeah.
God bless you. So he's like a digital currency guy. Like
he creates. So Roblox is like GTA for little kids.
Yeah, I know about it. Yeah,
and he creates like all the skins and all the.
And he sells them.
Yeah,
he's making money. I bet.
Yeah.
Good for him. God bless him.
He's the man of the house.
Well, he's gonna make.
I won't say how much, but he's. I'm not allowed to ground him anymore.
Yeah, fair. God bless him. He's gonna be a game designer in 10 or 20 years.
Yeah.
Or a video or some kind of creative.
It's beautiful because as a millennial parent, I was just like, but also like as a work ethic Polish guy, I was like, what are you gonna fucking do to be on your own? And it's like, dude, you could buy my house. You know?
Yeah. Well, you're a good dad for letting them explore that because there's plenty of like immigrant dads.
You must be in the factory and not the left factory.
But you saw the vision where you're like, well, yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There's something to this.
Yeah. Well, I told him, I'm like, whatever you fucking do, I don't care that you're obsessed on your computer for 14 hours.
Yeah, just make it be. That's good parenting right there. Is that you be on your computer but be mercantile about it.
Yeah.
Do something productive with it.
Yeah.
And he did. Good for him.
Because I do see people like my age where they're like, I want to be a video game streamer, and it's like 3 views.
Yeah.
You know?
So I have a love hate. Okay, so I have a love hate relationship with the streamers because I think I watch a lot of streams. I actually like it. I like it because sometimes I'm just not in the mood to play a video game.
Do you watch Queso?
You got to send it to me. See, that's why I was going to say a love hate relationship, because I think there's so many bad streamers that it's really hard to find. I think out of all the kind of art I consume, any kind of video game streaming is so hard to find someone new that's funny or good.
Yeah.
Because there's so much shit you got to wade through.
Yeah.
And I feel like I only find out about someone when they're big.
Yeah.
Because all the, also I'd say most of the streamers I watch are good at it. They're not funny. Which is so interesting, because I would figure when I got
you have to have a personality for that.
You do have to have a personality, but even the ones who do it and are good at it, they have a personality and they're humorous. But it's not about being funny; it's about doing something impressive, like speed running a game or like putting a crazy challenge on it.
Yeah,
I think that stuff is so fascinating. I think anybody who shits on that stuff is stupid. They don't get that it's the future.
Yeah, they don't get this this new like.
Do you watch streamers?
My wife, I watch whatever my wife watches. She'll watch Queso.
Yeah,
this guy he's really fun. I mean, I don't know
what games does he do.
He plays all like the beta Steam games.
Oh, I love that stuff.
Yeah,
send it to me. I love when people.
He's like if Chris Farley was from North Carolina.
Is he the big fat guy who his chat will make fun of him?
Yeah,
I love that guy.
Yeah,
he's on my list of guys who I'm like, I watch some of those guys and I'm like, just be a comedian.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm saying that selfishly because he's way more successful than I am. So it's not even right for me to say that. But as a comedian, I'm like, what? Like, also do stand up.
Yeah.
Like, you have the timing, you have the character down. All you need to do is organize your thoughts and write a couple bits.
Yeah.
And you're, who's the Papa Meat is like a YouTube guy. Yeah. He's another one of those.
How you doing?
I'm like, dude, just do stand up. But he also creates. Like, I've seen his show, like his cartoons.
His videos are pretty cool.
Smiling Friends is probably one of the best shows of the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And those are all streamers. And I watched their stream. I've watched the show and I loved it. And then I went back and I watched their streams and I was like, of course they got an Adult Swim show.
Yeah,
They're fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I think that stuff is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love any guy who does, especially if it's a game, if it's a kind of game that I don't have the energy to do. Like, I don't have the energy to dig through Steam and pay $3 to play a piece of shit game.
Yeah.
I want you to do it. I want to laugh at you doing it. I just watched an 8-hour video on like a very esoteric game out of Finland.
Yeah.
And it was, because I got really into this game. I never wanted to play it because it's like it's like really hard. And what
is it?
It's called Fear and Hunger. Some kid in Finland. Some kid in Finland. One kid made it in Finland. Kind of, I think, your situation where it was just like some 17-year-old living with his parents who just now is a millionaire because he made this game that by himself, an RPG maker.
Yeah,
and it's incredibly unforgiving. Like you really have to pay attention to the mechanics. You pretty much have a Wikipedia.
What's the plot or whatever?
It's super convoluted. It's about like divinity and like it's not something I would normally consume. I don't like stuff like that. I like pulp. I like gritty, like John Wick. Actually, John Wick's not even an example. I like noirs and like if I play a game, I'd love it. Like Sifu, I was super into Sifu. Did you play that? It's like kung fu.
Yeah.
Like I like something at least semi-grounded in reality.
Yeah.
Not a big like dragons guy. Anything with dragons and shit, I'm like kind of out.
Yeah.
Unless
I used to be into that shit, the Skyrim and
Unless it's like really fun mechanics, I'll like what was Baldur's Gate? I fucking loved. I put so many hours. I think I put out like 150 hours in Baldur's Gate.
I tried getting into Skyrim because my kids. So he's my step kid.
Yeah.
His grandma bought him the Oculus.
Oh, so you wanted to do the?
So I want to do Skyrim on there. It sucks.
I've heard it's not. Yeah,
it's awful.
But there's Super Hot.
There's other games.
Super Hot is fun.
There's other games that are fucking awesome on there. Like dude, I'm not even joking. So like when I was laid off from the union, I would have to get like whatever garbage job because I don't have any dad that was in the union, you know? So I was a manager at a Jiffy Lube and they got dude, mechanics are trash. They're the scum of the earth. There's three. There's like the alcoholic, the guy who's always angry, or the guy who really loves his job and tries to superior. There's no good mechanics. so when I worked there, they were like, "You're fucking mad. You're a fucking school guy. What the fuck do you know about a radiator flush, dude?" I swear to God, I learned how to do everything on a car from Mechanic Simulator.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I like that.
I'm like, dude, your dumbass laid down $30K to go to fucking UTI or Lincoln Tech, and I learned this shit on a video game.
I've definitely learned some skills, like organizational skills from like intense, like management RPG sims and stuff.
Yeah,
RimWorld and God, what else do I have? Like a ton of hours. I have Stardew Valley. I got like fucking 300 hours in Stardew Valley.
I remember like seeing a whole video about how that's body.
Factorio. Oh, Factorio. You would love Factorio.
Oh, I have like that's the Destiny's favorite game or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's the one where you just like build like conveyor belts. To, like optimize your like.
Yeah,
I just love that shit.
Yeah,
my girlfriend can tell when I'm really into a game when it's just menus. She always says that. She's like, why don't you play something fun that I can watch? She's like, every game you're like super into is just like menus and numbers. And I'm like, yeah, that shit rules, dude.
I've been playing the whitest shit lately.
What is it?
It's called This Is the Police.
Oh, I love that.
Right?
Stop it. I wish it was better because I love it so much.
Yeah.
That I wish it was a little more optimized, and I can't wait for them to come out to a sequel. But I love that they put it in the 70s. I think that was such a good choice because I love like gritty, like fucking Serpico and all that.
Are you thinking of L.A. Noire?
No, I'm thinking of another kind of similar game to what you're talking about where it's just precinct management. I think we're talking about two different things.
Yeah.
But yours is also like precinct management, like sending the right cops out to the right calls.
Yeah, you're dispatching and then like you put the Polaroids together to be the detective.
Oh, I played that one.
Yeah.
I played both. I played the one I'm talking about, which is like a kind of like a head, like cameras up high, like you got to go to certain calls and shit.
Yeah.
And then there's the one you're talking about that's just text.
Yeah.
That's just like you sent this guy out and he's too stressed out and you got to send him home. I played that one too.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
I had to download it on my computer because I was playing it on my phone.
Yeah.
And like driving a fucking forklift and like fuck shit up. So, but anyways, no, dude, I'm glad to see you at fucking Chicago. I mean, you did fucking great. Like, you know what I find fascinating? I think only you and like Ruben Ramirez, you guys give me that vibe of like few people. There's a little chatter about you guys in Chicago, but you guys are fucking self-made popping it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know Ruben too well, but he's a nice guy.
Yeah, but
I'll look him up.
But it's I don't even know how to explain it without sounding like a shit talker. It's just like there's like everybody's sort of fighting to be accepted by this like Chicago clique. When it's just like, no, dude, I'm trying to fucking make it. Like, let's get.
Yeah, you kind of get over that stuff.
Yeah,
you kind of not wanting to be poor.
Yeah,
is a pretty big motivator to me. Where I'm like, I'd rather just be employed.
Do you still have a day job?
No.
Oh, you don't?
I haven't had a day job like a day job for a long time since 2019. Wow. 18. I bartend. I used to bartend a couple days a week, and I don't even do that anymore. I either do stand up or I've recently been just doing a lot of social media work for people. Like I'll just put myself on a retainer and be like, I'll make however many videos you want for like a quarter.
Oh, nice. Like, so like Fiverr almost.
A little bit, but more like there's a bar group in Chicago called Big Onion. They have a couple. They have Hopsmith. They have Fat Pour. They're wonderful. Woody's. And I'll make videos for them. Like whenever they have like a promotion or something. Yeah. They'll be like, can you make a video, like a funny video to promote this? Yeah. And I'm like, hell yeah. And they let me do like a lot of really creative stuff. And they always support it. Like I'll do like Man on the Street or Domu. I do a lot of work for. They're putting me on a bus. On a bus? Yeah, Domu's putting my face on a bus. That's fucking awesome. I'm very excited about that one. I'm very excited. That's hilarious. That stuff's cool. I like that. But again, that's one of those things where like if you're trying to make a living at this shit, that's the kind of stuff comics kind of like roll their eyes at. How did you what did you do? So I'm trying to get this to this point where like I have a fucking panic attack trying to figure out who to submit to and how to arrange my schedule. Like when did you I mean, you have to have like an agent that does all that for you, right? I have a manager who would, if I emailed him about shit like this, he would fucking kill me. He would, if I ever emailed him about. One time he's never gonna listen to this. I love him. One time I used to have his email. Everybody was doing this. This was the trend for a little while. Everybody had their manager's email address on their Instagram bio. Yeah. And someone emailed him about a show in Wisconsin for like $200. And he sent me an email. He actually sent me a text. And he was like, "Hey, I got an email for you." And he made it seem like it was some big thing.
Yeah.
And I got all excited and I called him and I was like, "Oh, what are we doing?" And he's like, "It's for a gig in Wisconsin for $200. Why the fuck are they emailing me about this?" He's like, "Are you really going to send me $20 for this?" He like legitimately, he was so mad. He was so annoyed. He was like, I'm trying to do shit out here and I'm getting emails about a gig in Wisconsin for $200.
I would take it.
I took the gig. I mean, he was nice enough. Here's how nice of a guy is. I initially he just said all this, and I was like, "Oh, I pissed him off."
Yeah.
But then I looked through the email he sent me because he like forwarded me. Not only did he set the gig up, without me ever knowing, he asked for more money. Yeah. He like just to be a little shit because he's fucking amazing. He just was like, "You know what? Fuck it, 300." And they were like, "Well, we really don't have that in the budget." Like, I saw the email exchange.
Yeah.
Where they emailed him and they were like, "Can you do this for $200?" He was like, "He'll do it for $300." And they were like, "We don't have $300." And he was like, $275. And they were like, "We don't have $275." And he was like, $250 in dinner. And they were like, "Fine." And he literally, and then I saw that he did this, like I saw that he did this, and I was like, "You just did this because you were bored.
Yeah.
You just did this because you were like, what the fuck? All right."
Pawn Stars bartering.
No, if I tried to loop him into day-to-day stuff, he would be like, "What the fuck?" He's not that kind of guy, and I don't have an agent. I don't have the social media following for an agent, so I just do everything myself.
That's awesome.
I need like 100K plus. I'm at like 30K right now, so I got to do some work. But that would be a good goal. I'd love to get like an agent who books you. If you're trying to get
so you do all the emails and
I do everything myself. He does all the he'll book me on a couple things a year, and everything he books me on is like industry, like JFL or like a Netflix is a Joke audition or something.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't really handle. Other people have different relationships with their reps. Yeah. I know people who have managers who are like young and hungry, and they're like, "No, I book everything," but they also take 10% of everything. Mm-hmm. Like there's friends of mine who get invoiced for. Like, they'll do 6 months of shows, and then they'll get an invoice that's 10% of all those 6 months of shows. My guy doesn't take shit from me unless he specifically gets it for me, which is very rare in Hollywood these days. But again, he's in LA and I'm here. That's also the give and take of being here. Like, if I was there, he would do all this for me, but it would all be centralized pretty much on the West Coast. And then anything in the Midwest I would do myself because he's just like, I don't live in the Midwest. So I have the comfort of living in Chicago, but I have to kind of do everything myself. I used to have a college agent, but she retired.
You like staying here?
I never want to move. Even if I move for an opportunity, I'd still always call this home.
Yeah.
I love Chicago too much to not live here forever.
Yeah, we could wrap it up in like 5
minutes.
I
gotta get back.
Yeah, it's all good.
I gotta go back and do the shows.
Dude, thank you for coming on.
Dude, this was I was not expecting this kind of conversation.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I don't mean to say that.
I was not expecting.
I thought we were gonna do salvia and shoot guns, and fucking just talk about weird
I thought
shit.
I was gonna pronounce your name right.
I thought you were gonna use the word sodomy at least once or twice or something crazy.
Oh man, I did almost make out with a cousin, almost. But
that's the most pull out. You even said that. I almost made out with a cousin. Jesus,
that's a flex.
Christ.
Where I'm from.
How old were you?
It was like 2 years ago.
We're done. We're done.